Some girls have just been called to the principal's office here at Rockdale Academy. It's not what you think. Visiting Principal Belinda Tubbs Wallace is a reward, like the leadership trips, showing them a world beyond Avondale.
Do you remember some things we did in Chicago?
Oh, we slept in the hotel and we also went to the museums.
Mm-hmm. I did what?
You did.
I gotta keep up with you guys.
Here, students are taught dreams can come true. It can happen with something called growth mindset and grit goals.
Sometimes if you get it wrong, your brain is getting smarter and bigger, and that you.
What's the word for that?
Growth mindset.
A growth mindset and grit. And what is grit?
Grit is you don't give up.
Pull out your 6 counters. Let's divide those 6 counters into groups of 2.
Growth mindset and grit goals follow these children into every classroom.
Can somebody tell me what their growth mindset mantra is? What you say to yourself when things get really tough and you want to persevere and keep going. So raise your hand and we'll start with Nadia. What do you say?
Try again.
Students are taught to see beyond adversity such as economic hardships. This lesson is called My Tomorrow and includes a process.
Go to school, go to college. They say buy a house, get married, and then have children. I said that's the process. There's no cut in between. We show them how the GPA is determined, how much college costs, but you can do it because college is, you prepare for college like you prepare for your credit. If you have good grades, that's good credit. Then the college take a chance on you.
One person at a time, a person like Miss Wallace, Miss Tubbs Wallace, she's showing us how to dig ourselves out of poverty together. Not the crybaby stuff, I don't have a daddy, I'm poor, my mom's on cracks. All those things happen. They happen to all of us, and we still have to rise above it. And when Miss Wallace says to these kids, you can.
Ozzie Davis is with Avondale's Comprehensive Development Corporation. He went to Rockdale Academy and says what's happening there is spilling into the community.
The kids can change the whole situation. They can change the house. They can set the expectation at home. No, mommy, we can't be late. Because we're on excellence, and they may not be on excellence at the house, but the schoolhouse, that's what the schoolhouse was all about.
When it's not excellent at home, there is the groom room, where children can brush their teeth, get clean clothes, including underwear. There are fitting rooms for boys and girls. Once a month, a neighborhood barber cuts hair.
What we do to build them up, build their self-esteem up so they can feel great about who they are and who they're going to become.
It's really a nice, safe environment for our kids, and that's what we want. So when they come here, they feel loved. They're ready to learn. They're ready to pass and share what they've learned.
Share what they learn about healthy eating, for example. No sugary drinks or sweets in this lunchroom. Courtney Pittman says she's eating healthy foods now because that's what her 2 children pick out at the grocery store.
No sugary drinks, no junk food. I've adopted it, so when I go shopping, I don't buy none of that junk food. I take my kids, and they don't even want it no more.
No sugary drinks and exercise. Tubbs Wallace isn't just jumping rope, she's teaching it. Many of these children don't know how because it's not safe to do it on their streets. One more lesson about presence, grace, poise, posture. The girls in gowns, the boys in sports coats, ballroom dancing is part of the Academy's first big production. When we talk about what's happening in Rockdale, spilling out into the community, that happened last night for the first concert. Instead of 50 parents showing up, which is what usually happens, there were 500 here.
Once you dress up and put a suit on and a dress, your posture's changed. You feel good, you feel pretty, you want to do your best, you want to be excellence, and that's what I wanted to give them.
That word excellence again, it's the standard here. where children are taught to lift themselves out of childhood adversity.
You can do it if you think that you can.
We learn in life is hard, but you should never give up on your dreams.
Deborah Dixon, Local 12 News.
Ms. Tubbs Wallace says she considers her work at the school her ministry, which often continues through the weekends. There are sometimes sleepovers at the school. Students are invited to go grocery shopping with her or to just simply hang out sometimes in her office while she works.
Great story.